the silage clamp. Nothing's been cleaned out yet, but we will get to this. All this will be cleaned out and brushed out, and nice gates will be taken down. But at the moment we're in the middle of picking up silage, so we've just got to make sure that the Manitous stay maintained. So we're going to blow out the radiators, grease all the greaseable parts. There's grease points all over them. Just stay on top of maintenance, and the time to do it is in the morning when it's nice and cool. If you're doing this job in the afternoon when it's red hot, it's not a nice job. That's a bit annoying. Right in the way where you want to blow the radiators. Sometimes they do things that just... This will keep your aircon cool. Come summertime, this is a regular morning job. This, blow the teleporters off, we've got to grease the carriage, we've got to grease the boom, we've got to grease the axles. Always a morning job. Machine prep, all the hay machines will need a grease next time we use them. Farmers on about getting Keithy to mow some headlands for silage. You know, we sort of just top the headlands usually, but we're thinking, you know, that's a waste of grass really. We should it's a fiddly job, you know, it's not like it's not been thought about before, but we're just sort of thinking it's free grass really. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to line this one out. I'm going to go and do the other one now, and Farmer's doing some servicing. Picked up this clip, it's one of these, look, just lied on the thing here, goes in here, holds the pipes, stops the pipes rattling. You get them pipes rattling, you'll get a hole in the pipe, oh yeah, then you got problems. Did you spot the difference? That new one's got filters all in here, and you can't get the lance in to blow the rads out. And this side's all blocked by a shroud. This one's brilliant. You can get all them panels cleaned out, and in the heat of the summer, that'll show up, I bet ya. Are you watching this, Robert? Did you see that? 3. Hey. You're impressed with that, are you? Hey, come on. That was good. They usually fall off when you do that. A little bit of servicing going on this morning. 6290's had, I think Farmer's done the engine service on that one. I'm not sure about the back end. Just getting things into service. I know the other tractor needs servicing The wrapper will come off, we won't need that for a few days. Keithy's going to go and mow some more today. Hedge trimmer's off that tractor, so we've got a spare tractor about. Me and Farmer are going to go and pick up some bales. We're going to go and pick up some bales. We've got these to just grease up quickly, so there's grease points all around the headstocks, grease points on the each axle and on the boom itself as well, bits around the boom, and they'll all get washed off at some point when we have some free time. The rake's going to come off as well. We won't need that for a few days. We'll have a little look at the stack and see. I think we're at 725 is what we're at the moment. What sort of view you got this time? Hopefully you got a bit better view. Oh my god, right, we've had a right morning. It's surprised how long it takes just to do maintenance bits. It's 20 to 12. We're only just heading out to go and pick bales up. Everything's been fueled. I can't remember if I put the fuel cap back on, so I better go and check. Oh my luck, I have not. That was nearly number 2 for the year. It's a good job I checked. It's surprising, we just noticed they put a filter in front of the radiators where you blow out, and that to me is a backward step, because come summer we're blowing these out every day. You just have to. And you can't really get at the radiator with a blower, which is a bit strange I think, but yeah, just something I noticed this morning. Everything's been greased up, the headstock, all around the axles, the back, the boom. Everything's had fuel. I just forgot the cap, so it's a good job I just checked that. And what me and Farmer are going to do is literally, he's going to unload them, I'm going to load them onto trailers. I'll drag them back to the stack for him, take an empty trailer away, and yeah, we'll just show you a bit of loading. I'll set a time lapse up for you as well. And yeah, we're in no big rush. Keithy's gone off to mow a bit more silage. Over at Peter's farm, he's gone to do mow some grass over there, so there'll be some more silage in a few days' time. Charlie's gone off to do some topping. It's her birthday soon, on Monday. She's 18 years old. It's a big one. 493 bales between the 2 fields. You can see the grass is already coming back, so we want to get these bales off before they start leaving marks. We want to get them off. This grab ain't as good as the blue one. We got a blue Albert grab and it's just a little bit better than this one, but it'll be alright, we'll make it work. The trick now we've wrapped them all, is not to snag them and split them. It's harder than you think. You've only got to touch them, and this being the first bales is likely what's going to happen. We'll put a couple on the trailer and then we'll switch to a time lapse. Better to go steady and not, once you've snagged them the air can get at them and then you'll get rolled in the bales. So quite important you don't snag them, and it's harder than you think. Once you've done a few, it's alright. We don't need to go mental. We don't have to strap bales because we're at the farm and we're at the stack. We put a layer along the bottom and then bales in between on the top, so they're nice and easy to get off. We don't worry about the tails. If you're transporting them down the road, you put all the tails in the middle, and the tails are the bits, the snaggy bits. We put all those in the middle, and then you haven't got to tuck anything in before you go down the road. All the silage made at Peter's farm will get left at Peter's farm if we need it next year. And we literally just go load it. Try and put them on square. Once they're on the edge, they're about halfway. It's all about coming off square and getting on them square. Once you've mastered that, you're laughing. And don't think you can become a master overnight. I've snagged, well, I snagged a bale straight the other day, just picking one up. It's so easy done. This teleporter is beautiful. This is the new teleporter. I hope you guys can hear me all right. It's a bit of a different view for you for once. I thought I'd give you a bit more of a static view, because usually bouncing around on my head. It's not how I want to video for you. I'd love to video it all static like it is now, but it's so time consuming getting cameras sorted, and we just haven't got the time to fiddle about getting the perfect angle for a thing, but we do our best. We always just plonk a trailer in the middle. Once the trailer's full, pull it to the headland so you don't make marks across the field. That keeps the main of the field good then. You squeeze them, but you don't squeeze them too hard, so it's quite a bit of finesse job, you know. If you squeeze them too hard, you'll burst them. And these are going to be some lovely silage. I can't wait to see what these turn out like. The cows will love these. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You always snag a few. There's no way of getting around it. If you don't have a snag for the day, you've done very, very well. We always we get used to loading from both sides. Some farmers won't load trucks and stuff like that from the blind side, which is the side we're on now. It's the bit you can't really see. But we just get used to loading them like it, and you're versatile then. You can do whatever you want. The first one's always got to be loaded from that side. You could load them all from the other side. It's a bit fiddly. There's a bit of snaggy metal there, we're going to have to get a hammer on that. Yeah, it's pretty much that. This new teleporter drives like a dream. Some weird quirks to this new machine. Like if you're out the cab, it won't operate the boom, which is really annoying. If you just want to make a fine adjustment to the boom, like when you're greasing and stuff like that. Quite annoying actually. You've got to get back on. You've got to release the handbrake, move forward before it'll wake up again. I think that's a step too far with the old safety, if I'm honest, but that's just my view. Farmer's got himself a trailer as well. He's quicker than me. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but he is. But I'd rather take my time and not split them than rush about splitting bales. The Albert grab, the arms hang lower, and they just lets you see a bit more. Just a little bit better. We'll get one loaded together. He's loading the bottom layer on the other side, I'm loading the top ones. Yeah, it just works nice. Sometimes you just get yourself into a little groove. You don't put one along every single... With round bale hay we put 2 layers on, you know, but with silage, so we don't rip them, we just put a layer every other bale in on the top, and it just saves you ripping them, getting them off. You can get them off, but it's tricky. And if there's any bits of loose plastic, there's a bit on the floor over there. I'm going to pick that up in a minute. We'll get all that. Don't want to leave plastic on the floor. It doesn't actually take that long. I love this job. This is a nice job. Picking silage up. Beautiful job. It's one of the first jobs I come and help with when I very first had a go. When they very first give me a chance. This was one of the first jobs I was doing. this grass, look at that growing already. It's ridiculous. It's growing faster than we ain't been messing about. We've you know, we've been literally wrapped it, and next day farmers started picking up. You wouldn't want to try and make hay of it, because what happens is that comes through the hay while you're tedding it. Oh, nightmare. So but it's growing again. There'll be another cut for sure. We're going to fertilise it as well. I don't know how much they'll put on, but not a lot, I imagine. But Cole reckons we'll get 3 cuts out of it, but that'll be all right. Just going to drag this one back. Farmer drags the trailers, we sort of meet in the middle, swap over. Should be done here today, really. How many do we get on there? 3, 8, 16, 20 on that one, probably 22 or 3 on the other one. They soon disappear, it doesn't take long. This is our next one. The time of night where your reversing camera comes in. The farmer won't be able to see that one. Oh, he's got the reverse camera, so he'll be alright. Tomorrow we're going to make a start on Collins. We're going to get that over to Coles. I can't believe how this grass is growing. It's unbelievable. It's the last 2 bales coming off the field. Keithy's just popped back, give me a hand, towing the trailer around for me. He's just taken 1 trailer. Oh man, we've had a day of it today. Nice and easy when you're at farm though, because no strapping, no road work, so nice and easy. Last bale going on. Not the tidiest of loads, but when it gets towards the end of the day, as long as they ain't ripped. Keep you coming back for this one or not? We're going to have a look at the heat quick and then we'll end the video. Beautiful day, been a banging day. There we go. Not a bad load. Let's see if this little teleport will pull it. I don't know how many's on there, let's count them up first. Heavy as well, big and heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 18, 19, 20, 23 on that one. One on the front, 24. Oh God, I'm glad they're done. Let's just see if this is going to work. Might have to stay down in number 3. This is why we have the high horsepowered telehandlers. We will not pull a load like this down the road because it doesn't do the gearbox any good, but we will just take them back to a stack or pull them across fields. See if we can go up a gear. Oh yeah, we'll see. Manitus are strong. It's alright when the fields are nice and dry. You get a field that's soft and it's a different story. We're on top of the stack. We don't usually go 5 high with these, and I ain't going to walk across here because that's a long way down, but farmer's just putting the last of the bales on. I like climbing the stack. You don't want to walk on this edge, not just yet. Just have a little look, see? Oh, not too bad. A lot of weight on the bottom, but these will be first to use. We usually stack them 4 high, never really have a problem with them. But yeah, 500 bales. In this stack is about 721, something like that. Farmer's been unstacking, I've been loading, and yeah, job done. Look at this water stood here, look. We're going to extend this pad right onto that horrible wet spot. Never grows nothing, just stays wet, so we're just going to, as we get to it, extend the pad out to there. We'll have a nice pad for silage and straw and all the rest of it. There'll be a big stack of straw here as well. In the middle there'll be a big stack of straw there. Tomorrow we're going to out cold move those back to Colin's yard. Been a bit of a mad week. Videos would have slowed up, I apologise for that. Farmer's got one more load to get off, and that's job done for the first cut. Colin reckons we'll get 3 cuts out here. It's growing like mad, you can see it already. There'll be another cut there. Might be hay, might be silage, we see what comes, see what weather we have. But there'll be another cut for sure, and that'll do it. And watch Farmer load some. Not a bad stack to start us. We'll make another stack in the yard as well. We wanted to free up a bit of yard space just for some potential projects that might be going on. We will talk about that on a later date. That's it, we're going to leave it there. Make sure you like and subscribe. Four Winds merch is in the description, have a look at that, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.